Good morning, it's me, Felita. I don't know why this color is like this. Oh well. Um, yeah. I look weird on this computer. Like the color looks orange. I don't know how you see me. But anyway, today is October 29th, and I'm going to speed through this reading because I woke up late and I got to go to work. But I'm Felita, I'm a nurse and a Reiki master and a spiritual intuitionist. And I wake up in the morning and I just share some guidance for the day. And I pull oracle cards and I channel in the messages of what I should say. Um, I just do this for fun. I'm not looking for popularity or anything like that. It's just something that's innately inside of me that I just want to do. And I do it anyway. So why not share it? Right? So if it resonates, cool. If it doesn't, meh. And then just like it, subscribe it, and possibly share it. Here we go. So today, running through these cards is Snake Spirit. So it's showing that, good morning, Delmaris. Um, Snake Spirit is showing that there is some healing that we're going to go through today. This week has been kind of busy, I'd say, with us mentally, but also we have a fire under us. And I think that today it's a time to heal. So we're shedding our old skin. It's coming off. And, we go through these phases a lot because our growth, we continue to grow. So if you took some time, rested, took into consideration all of your choices, sat down, wrote a list, maybe even did a couple things on that list, awesome. But in order to move forward in everything that we do, we're going to have to consider the fact that we have to embrace who we are now. Whether anybody likes it or not, this is how I am, this is how I roll. And there's a lot of forgiveness that comes with this card. It's forgiving your past, it's forgiving your parents, it's forgiving anything that kept you with the story that you tell yourself of why you're the way that you are. We no longer have to hold that. That I'm not going to say it was an excuse, but we've used these experiences to hold us back with fears, and I'm not saying that the traumas weren't real. The traumas were real, but that's how some of us get stuck in that storyline and that give us the excuses to continue to be stuck with the story of why I do this and this is why I stay doing this. It's not an excuse anymore. I think that I'm saying this because everybody is changing and everybody is doing their own healing and they're moving forward. Uh, don't be shocked if people are gone or they don't reach out as much or they're doing their own thing or they just don't put up with the excuses anymore because everyone right now is being very conscientious about how things are making them feel. COVID did it. Definitely this pandemic did it. But now with all of these things, all the law, all the little nuances that's changing at the jobs and stuff based on these new regulations that they want to enforce on people, it's like everything's shaken up. So let's work on the healing. Let's work on just being you and being in the zone, and let's get over the shadow self, right? Because a lot of our fears and stuff is in that shadow, and that's okay because the shadow serves us. So let's learn to use that when we need to use them. But deep healing and shedding off that layer. Autumn, 5 of Autumn. Reach out to others for assistance. It says poor timing for a career change, feeling challenged by money issues. So this could be that, in order to do this healing, maybe you do need to reach out to somebody to help you. Maybe you need the tools. Maybe you need a therapist, um, somebody to confide in. And it's just kind of saying, with the saying poor timing of career change stuff, it's just like today is all about you. Let's get the fear out of the money. Let's get the fear out of um, It's like not an action card is really what I'm saying. The action is looking for the assistance that you need for your healing and not worrying about the money part of it, not worrying about where you're at. Where you're at is good, even though it may not feel good. You're at where you're at. Um, and and say something does happen crazy, like somebody fires you, or it's like it's just things that change in order to switch you up. You're uncomfortable as hell, but something that sometimes is just divinely guided. This card pops up, the giraffe, and the giraffe, man, is saying, look at things from a higher perspective, from a different perspective. Go above and everything and look at it for what it is. See the bigger picture is what this card says. So we might be hung up in the details. And yes, the details is the things that we need to focus on to do. But let's not get caught up in the details. Let's look at what the higher perspective is of the situation and let that boost morale to keep you pushing and making you do the little things that you have to do. I feel like that little mouse is still present. That energy is still present for the week. Then this card pops up for today, the Chariot. That's the direction card for the giraffe. And it says success that comes from dedication and self discipline, celebrating your accomplishments, being in the spotlight. So let's get in this chariot and let's look at the bigger picture. It's not a time, like how this says, no career changes. It's not a time to really move right now. I feel like it's like we need that dedication and that self discipline to stick to the things that we say that we're going to do. And we're sitting in the chair, we're getting ready to move, but we can't get ready to move yet until we make the little finite changes that we need to make within ourselves. Not a bad card, it's still a lucky card, but it just still brings you back to self. And holy moly, this turtle card, this is the third time I think this turtle card popped up for the week, and it's still reminding us, slow down. Slow down. We want things to happen when we want them to happen. It doesn't happen that way. So if it ain't happening, it ain't happening. Don't get mad. Just get patient and just say, it's happening. I'm just waiting for it. It's happening. It is here, but getting prepared. I think it's like we need to continue to get prepared for what is coming. And what is coming, we need to be straight. So that's where the healing comes in. That's where the self-discipline comes in. Taking yourself seriously. And then this direction card pops up for that card. And it's the Six of Autumn. And it says, the good you do comes back to you. An unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely for repaying debts. And that's green. So I like that. That's that heart chakra. So let's see how it goes. And we take it slow. Things will come in. So don't just do what you can do. Slow down, but stay on the pace, stay on the path, stay on the road. Hop on that chariot, and do what you got to do, but take your time and then things will happen. So I pulled crystal cards. Two popped up. Got Labradorite, which is one of my favorites. And what is this? Malachite. And that's 27, my favorite number. All right. Labradorite. This is all about your psychic ability, your third eye chakra, right? I really love this stone. When you draw this card, it heralds a time for you to come more in touch with your intuition and psychic ability, right? Trust in these gifts and know that you are truly connecting with your spirit guides and angels. Do not be afraid of your psychic abilities. You may receive your psychic information through premonitions, your dreams, or through being clairsentient, which is when you feel something physically. It's an inner knowing. You may also receive psychic information through clairvoyance, which is seeing something with your third or inner eye. If you're already aware of your psychic gifts, Labradorite is here today to make you aware that you need to reawaken these gifts or prepare for a boost in your intuition. Your spirit guide have been trying to get your attention. They want to work with you more closely. So pay attention to the messages that you've been getting. If you're not listening, I'd say trust. Try your best, trust. It's all about faith. Do you have faith that things are going to work out the way that they should? And, one thing that I will suggest is if you do have a hard time trusting, that will come in time when you don't take these coincidences so lightly and take them more seriously, because there's nothing that's coincidental. Everything is for a reason. Energy has purpose when it moves. So work on clearing out your pineal gland, your pineal gland, that gland up here. It's that part in your brain that helps you dream. It's your third eye for real, because all the cells in there are pretty much the cells that are in your eyes that make you see. So look into, if you go on YouTube, which you're already on, or do your Google research, look at the things that you need to reduce in your life. I would say, brushing your teeth with stuff with fluoride, maybe not every day, eating cleaner foods, just because you want to reduce the calcium buildup in your pineal gland that makes you basically shut down your pineal gland so that you no longer see. And that's why some people can't see, because they've shut it all down with their diet. And it will happen with aging if you're not taking care of yourself. Diet is a big thing here. This Malachite card is all about nature and the heart chakra. It says, Mother Nature is calling you. This is why Malachite has appeared for you today. Have you been spending too much time indoors with air conditioning, heating, or fluorescent or LED lights? When was the last time you spent a decent amount of time outdoors in nature? It is time for you to reconnect with nature. It's important to ground your energy through your feet and hands. Grounding your energy to nature is very simple. You can go outside and even hug a tree, So this is just calling you to get outside a little bit. I think it's calling you to get out there. We might be a little bit fearful of going back outside, maybe fearful of the people that are outside because of all these crazy stories that we hear on the news, people videoing things and not getting involved. But it's calling you to get out into the world, because nature needs your love too. So when you do go out there and you're smiling at people, if you can, acknowledge the trees, with your mind. You can just easily say, I recognize your existence and I give you thanks for my oxygen. I recognize your presence, because these are all living entities and they are all connected to us. So this might be making me feel like, because we're going through this shift, the earth is going through the shift, Mother Earth is going through the shift. They might be needing our support. Nature might be needing our support. It might be needing our love. So send prayers. If you share Reiki, send Reiki. But prayers are enough as well, and just acknowledgement. And you can say it in your mind's eye, so you don't have to worry about if anybody thinks you're crazy, and let that just be between you and the plant. And that's what I will say with that for the day. So anyway, you guys have a great day, and don't be surprised if that plant talks back to you, or any of the little animals that you send love to, because we're also, shifting in our seasons. So it's coming wintertime. So this is a very, this is a transition phase for nature as well. So it might be a little bit hard for them. They may be needing some support. Just to change your perspective a little bit, maybe giving you a little giraffe view, that it's not always just about us. It's about everything. And we are everything, right? So anyway, you have a great day. Be blessed. I'm going to get to work.